Right, Shalom, ya Shalom. And the staff is all by giving all praise to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Double honors to Apostle JMS, and honors you brothers doing the work in truth, war, sincerity. I came across, one of these fat acceptance videos, right? And I basically, Spirit jumped to me to basically look into, the benefits, of exercising and the mental benefits as well. You know, um, and basically why am I doing this video? Well, really and truly, it's because when you read some of the benefits, you realize that it's actually good for you, right? And and it's also helpful if you're in this truth, man. If you're in this thing of ours, because when I was reading all this, and this is another case of, was it Jeremiah down for 31 and 22, I believe it is, for a woman shall compass a man, because it's mainly these fat ass bitches that are trying to make being fat okay, but it's against the scripture, man. That's Leviticus 3:17. It says it shall be a perpetual statute for your generations throughout all your dwellings, that ye either eat neither fat nor blood. You ain't supposed to be eating all fat and shit. And it's just and that's mainly there as a health thing, because ultimately, everything has fat in it. That's not literally saying go around taking the last bits of fat out of everything, because if you're drinking milk is just a mixture of water and fats, right? But that's basically saying you ain't supposed to be getting all, you ain't supposed to be getting fat, man. So it says 13 unexpected benefits of exercise. It says reduces stress, boosts happy chemicals, right? It says, no, I'm not going to read through all of these, obviously. But if you read some of this, improves self-confidence, and when you're in this thing of ours, man, the scriptures say, what was it? Show yourselves men. Basically, we're supposed to be men in this thing. We're supposed to be alpha males at that. We ain't supposed to be being all beta males or, being depressed and shit in the corner, man. We're supposed to be kings and priests, right? And basically, working out helps with that, right? Prevents cognitive decline, alleviate anxiety, boosts brain power, and that's one of those things, man. Because one of the things we have to do, the scriptures commands us to do, is says study to show ourselves approved. Now, if if you ain't ever got any energy, if you've never got any brain power or anything, you ain't, you're gonna find studying, that little bit harder. This is verse 8. It says sharpens memory. Some, me, I'll be honest with you, man. My memory ain't the, my memory ain't the best, Like, I have to use the Urim and the Thummim at camp. If I'm trying to find a scripture I ain't touched in a minute, right? Help control addiction. And now this one is actually quite good for some of you brothers out there that are, coming into this thing, maybe smoking weed, man. Ultimately, you have to pray the Most High, would you call it? Removes that demon off of you. Really and truly, you just have to cut that shit. Just go cold turkey. But basically, training helps, control your addictions, right? And you get more done. When and you also go into this, and this kind of goes into the same kind of things: exercise and dress, sharper memory and thinking, higher self-esteem, better sleep, more energy, stronger resilience when faced with mental or emotional challenges in life. Exercise can help you cope in a healthy way instead of resorting to alcohol, drugs, or other negative behaviors that ultimately make your symptoms worse. Now, there ain't nothing wrong with alcohol, but then again, what this is most likely referring to is the overuse of alcohol, right? This is First Corinthians 3:17. Says, if any man defile the temple of the Most High, him shall the Most High destroy. Because ultimately, this body of ours is a temple, man. You ain't supposed to be getting fat, man. That's off. And I'm gonna end with the experiment that Daniel's did, right? It says Daniel's 1 and 12 says, prove thy servants, I beseech thee 10 days, and let them give us pulse to eat and water to drink. Then let our countenances be looked upon before thee, and the countenance of the children that eat of the portion of the king's meat. And as thou seest, deal with thy servants. Now, talking about meats, and I remember Apostle Rokar basically was like, really and truly, you don't really want to be eating red meat all that much. Because red meat is a lot harder to digest. And if you eat red meat, I think he was like, you should only eat maybe, I think he said once a month. You know, if anyone remembers the exact, statements, if you could post in the comment board, so that brothers, can get it for edification's sake. So it says, verse 14, so he consented to them in this matter and proved them 10 days. And at the end of the 10 days, their countenance appeared fairer and fatter in flesh than all the children who did of the eat of the king's portion. And that's, they were healthier, man. They were a lot healthier, man. And that's why the majority of our people have like heart disease, diabetes, man, because we're all up into this comfort food, man. Because ultimately this isn't our rest. Right, but we're all into these comfort foods. It's part of the curses, man. In Isaiah the third chapter, it says instead of a girdle, a rent, and that's referring to these so-called nigger women, man. Be honest with yourselves. How many women, how many black women over 50, who are genuinely skinny? So ultimately it's the curses. But for us, man, and this truth, man, exercising is of some use. But actually, I'm going to finish with 1 Corinthians 15 to quote something that the Apostle Gabar said. So I'll start from verse 50. Says 1 Corinthians 15 and 50 says, now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of the Most High, neither doth corruption inherit incorruption. But I will show you a mystery: we shall not all sleep, but we shall be changed in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump. For the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. For this corruptible must put on corruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. Right? And basically what that's talking about is, before, Lord's will now be of the elect, and you brothers watching be of the elect, you know, before we can get into those chariots, we have to be changed. And the statement Apostle Gabar made is, we're leaving everything behind in this kingdom, not even the bodies we're in. So, if you do start training, don't start making it a thing of vanity, because ultimately this body's going to get destroyed anyway. Right, so with that, hopefully you've been edified, man, and you may not even have to go gym. Some brothers just do it in the park. Yeah, so hopefully you've been edified. I'm gonna end by saying, all praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, double honors to the Apostle of GMS, and always you brothers doing work in truth, war sincerity. Shalom.